evening, puppets. I have a story for you tonight for a special little man who requested it, who is very sweet, and he's on his way to be just a perfect gentleman. His name is Vlad. The story is Sam's New Pet. But first, I wanted to say some stuff. First of all, there's a song on right now that just like came on randomly by Héroes del Silencio. It's a Spanish song, a Spanish band that's going to be relevant eventually, you'll see. I just want you to know I don't plan shit. I just kind of like do. I'm not a planner. Anyways, I want to say I appreciate so much and everything you select for you do for me. I appreciate the things that you supply to me to keep me sane. I'm surrounded by trash treasure because that's what I collect. But some people give me like these quality things that I would never get for myself and I would never afford, and I just, thank you. This Moogle, for instance. Gosh. Hold on a second. I lost the page I was supposed to be on. I'm sorry. Alright, close enough. Anyways. Yes, I'm a trash dweller. But it's so nice to have things like this and this dress, for instance. I was gifted it, and you know what, bitches and male bitches who wear dresses, whoever wears dresses, but mostly chicks, because our clothes don't have pockets. This fucking dress has pockets. It was gifted to me by a dear friend, and he knows I'm in need of pockets, and that was just so fucking neat. And I wish I could gift you guys something in return all the time. I don't have the means to sometimes. I try to reciprocate. And I know you guys aren't expecting it, but thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I know, like, Christmas is stupid and I hate it for reasons. I just don't like the holiday season it's another story I don't have time for. But, like, gift giving is important to me, not obligatorily, but when I see something that I think someone will like, I like to get it for them, and I will get it back to you guys someday just because I want to and I feel like it. Anyways, before I get into the story, I want you to guess what's in my pocket. I'll give you a few seconds. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna dance with my doll because Rob Zombie is on right now. What song is this? It feels so numb. My favorite song is actually Scum of the Earth and Fucking in a UFO, but this song is awesome. Me and my doll. Anyways, so, did you guess what's in my pocket? Let's see. If you guessed a jar that has a dead hummingbird, some slug eggs from a clutch that didn't make it from a snake, and some snake skin, you're right! If you know me, you could have guessed that was in there. Ah! My trash treasure. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's see. Keep my place with Mimikyu card. Mimikyu is the best Pokemon since Raichu. It's the only like newer Pokemon I like. Fight me. So, Sam's new pet. Alright. Sam stayed with his grandmother when his parents went to Mexico for their vacation. Hopefully not on the border, which I used to live on the border of Mexico, and it's a little dangerous. Wouldn't vacation there. We're going to bring you back something nice, his mother told him. It'll be a surprise. Before they came home, Sam's parents looked for something Sam would like. All they could find was a beautiful sombrero. It cost too much. I'm gonna call him on that. I don't think a sombrero would cost too much in Mexico, to be completely honest, but it's a story, so. But that afternoon, while they were eating their lunch in the park, they decided to buy the sombrero after all. Sam's father threw what was left of their sandwiches to some stray dogs. Yeah. Lots of stray dogs begging for taco scraps in Mexico. That's very, yeah. And they walked back to the marketplace. One of the animals followed them. He was a small gray creature with short hair, short little legs, and a long tail. Wherever they went, it went. Precious. One of the animals followed them, blah, blah, blah. Isn't he cute? Sam's mother said. He must be one of those Mexican hairless dogs. Sam would love him. Do you guys know about those Mexican hairless dogs? Those Quetzalcoatl. There's a lot of X's in the name. I cannot pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. They look so fucking cool. I don't think they'd be running loose wherever they are in Mexico, but they look cool. I mean, comment if you know the name of those dogs, but they look like fucking Anubis. It's really neat. He's probably someone's pet, Sam's father said. They asked several people if they knew its owner. No one did. They just smiled and shrugged their shoulders because they probably don't speak English. If they're vacationing in Mexico, they were probably like, okay, go away. Anyways. Finally, Sam's mother said, maybe he's just a stray. Let's take him home. We can give him a good home and Sam will love him. It is against the law to take a pet across the border, but Sam's parents hid the animal in a box and no one saw it. I've been through the border in Mexico. They will tear you apart. How they didn't find this thing, I don't know, but I am impressed. He's a pretty small dog, said Sam. He's a Mexican dog. His father said, I'm not sure what kind. I think it's called a Mexican hairless. Why not? We'll find out. But he's nice, isn't he? They gave the new pet some dog food. Then they washed it and brushed it and combed its fur, which I'm assuming just a few stray hairs. I don't know. That night, it slept on Sam's bed. When Sam awakened, the next morning, the pet was still there. Mother, he called. The dog is a cold. The animal's eyes were running. There was something white around its mouth. You know, like those old people that just don't give a fuck anymore. Later that morning, Sam's mother took it to a vet. Where'd you get him? The vet asked. In Mexico, she said. We think it's a Mexican hairless because it's Mexican and it has no hair. Why not, right? I was gonna ask you about that. He's not a hairless, the vet said. He's not even a dog. He's a sewer rat with rabies. You know what? I'd keep the sewer rat. If it had rabies, that's a death sentence, but, I mean, sadly, but if it was a hairless, gnarly-ass rat that's gonna sleep on my bed with me, keeping that thing. By the way, this was for a friend of mine. This here. I know you can't tell, but it's spiky. My friend asked me, he said, you need to wear more spiky garters. And I'm like, well, I got something close enough. It was just laying around, because that's the important kind of shit I need to have laying around. And, there you go, Frankie. You're welcome. I hope you puppets have a great evening. I adore some of you. You know who you are. And for the rest of you, well, I hope you have a good evening too. And I hope you enjoyed the story. And if you want to request a story, please do. Night night.